listening. In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Yay! Good morning, everyone. Whoop, whoop. It's Christmas time in Gainesville. Well, and every place else, too. So, what's up, Wild Pack? Aroo! Give me a big aroo! I can't see anything on this dang computer. I can't see anything on this computer this morning, but I know you're there. I can feel you. What's that? I'm really good. Oh, Amy, what was I thinking? Y'all, Amy's here at the office this morning. I can't see shiitake mushrooms on this screen. I see the chat moving. It's Listen, if y'all ever wanted intuitive readings, this is the morning. So, because I can't see diddly squat. I see a bunch of white gobbledygook. Rut-row. Hey, Amy, can you see if you can lay your hands on any one of my reading glasses and see if that will help? Do you mind? Thank you. Okay. Sweet bejeebus. All right, Amy is here. She is packing, rawhide. All of the mugs, all of the altar cards. I gotta wait for the second wave of them to come in. Hey, Amy, thank you. Amy has her astrology shirt on this morning. It's very exciting. Anyway, she's packing mugs and packing magnets and altar cards and little spirit animals and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let me put these on and see if this works. Oh, I can see. What movie is that from? Come on, y'all. It's a Christmas movie. I could see. Come on. Oh, if you get that, what Christmas movie that's from, I'll send you a free arc if that's what you want, or a free mug. You could have a free arc or a free mug. Actually, I think every one of y'all already have arcs. If you don't have an arc, I'll send you an arc. If you already have an arc, I will send you. No, it is not. It is not from A Christmas Story. It is not from Gremlins. So that's funny. Or I'll send you the mug of your choice. I can see. Come on now. Come on. I can see. I'll give you another hint. Because I'm a karate man. If y'all don't get it because I can see and I'm a karate man, you are no Christmas loving friend of mine. That's for dang Skippy sure. Y'all, come on. It's one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. All right. Well, in any event, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to wait in the chat for somebody to get that. I can see. Because I'm a karate man. I'm even doing a pretty okay impersonation of a dude, y'all. Die Hard. Lily. Die Hard. Girl, you Canadians got to get... Yes, Amy, you got it, but you have all the mugs. So here's how... Yes! Eddie Murphy is in it, Mindy Dukes. Eddie Murphy is in it. Thank you. Gia Johnson, Trading Places. Yay! It is Eddie Murphy. Yes, Trading Places. Excellent. Okay, Gia Johnson. I don't see anybody above that. All right, Gia Johnson, you're the winner. Just let me know if you want a deck. And if you already have a deck, I'm going to ask you kindly, please, not to get another deck. Get like a mug or something. The mugs are cool. Okay, so all of that said, I want to say thank you so much to Teapot, my good friend and the moderator of all time. She keeps us all straight, mostly me. And so, great, Gia, just look on my Etsy link and see all the mugs, and you can choose which mug you want. Let me get the Etsy link. So, and I'm going to jump into the readings. Here's how the readings are going to work today. I don't care. Meaning, I don't care what you ask me. Ask me anything. If you want business advice, internet advice, I'll give you business advice. If you want a reading about whatever, that's great. Here's what you have to remember. I do not answer yes or no questions, and I do not answer specific health questions, and I will not tell you a time and date that so-and-so and such is going to happen. Yes, those are the conditions of my readings. And that keeps us all straight, and it keeps them accurate and evidential and good for everybody, and information you can use instead of information that's going to freak you out because it's not specific, or information that's going to give you false hope, or like y'all know what I'm saying. I know by this time you know what I'm saying. So hold on, I'll plot my Etsy link in there, and you can just hit me up and tell me which holy cow. Oh wow. Okay. Who knew? Whew. Okay, I just put this Etsy store up like 2 days ago. 3 days ago. All right, let me get the sorry y'all, let me get the link and you can see what there you go. All right, hold on 1 second. I know it's taking a little bit. I can hardly see anything. So for those of you that have asked, did the surgery go well? It went fantastic. If I could give away cataract surgery for Christmas, I'd be like Oprah, and I would have cataract surgery taped for everybody under your seats because what I can see out of my left eye now, I have 20/20 vision, y'all. 20/20 vision in my left eye. And I don't think I've ever had 20/20 vision. And just the difference in color is craziness. Okay, so here we go. All right, here we go. Yes, that's how it's going to happen. I did an Eddie Murphy impression. I can see. I'm a karate man. I used to be able to do better than that. Thank you, Jennifer. Thinking I look great. That's fabulous. I haven't seen that in a minute. Alphanumerical 1. I watch it every Christmas. I make myself. Let me also just say this, y'all. Amy and I discovered yesterday. It was a very odd circumstance, but we actually created a new drink yesterday, Amy and I. We went to the best restaurant in Gainesville, in my opinion. It's called, if y'all ever get down Gainesville way, it's called Public and General. And they have an amazing, they're just an amazing restaurant. I won't go into it, but for those of you that like to have a little nippy nip every now and again, their specialty drink is this muddled gin and basil, blah, blah, blah. Gin tastes like jet fuel to me. It's disgusting. So I was like, that sounds really good because I will gnaw on a basil leaf from now till kingdom come, and lime and lemon. And I was like, can you make it with something else? Well, they make it with vodka. I don't like vodka. I said, well, could you make it with white rum? Oh no, never did that. So this bartender was willing to do it. So he muddled and he used lime because that goes better with basil than lemon. And he muddled lime and basil in the bottom and a little bit of simple syrup, and then tossed some really good white rum into it. Y'all, what? So there you go. There is my pick of the Christmas drink that I'll be drinking this year. Is a muddled basil, lime, and rum drink. It's fabulous, but you got to have a really good quality white rum. All right, here we go. So let me find questions. I'm asking Santa Claus this year for a Mama Bear book and deck. Aw, I hope Santa brings that to you. That's cool. All right, yeah, for those of you, I see Teapot has already said, please be patient. If that means somebody's blowing up the channel already, asking 45 times the same question, you know what? I'm just going to block you. I understand that you want your question answered. I do. And I want to thank all of my longtime subscribers. You guys know you're my heart. And quite frankly, you always get a preference. Rather than the drive-by, I want a free reading snipers. I don't dig that. That's not cool. So, and there you have it. All right. So, Gia, you're the first. Oh, wait. Tyrion. Okay. What a great, cool name. Tyrion Crawford. I'm guessing you're like Irish or Scottish or British or something. Tyrion Crawford. I'm going to say that name all day long. So, Tyrion, I have a really good video on that. And Teapot, if you can find that video real quick on my channel and put it in the chat, that would be super awesome. It's not that I don't want to answer your question, Tyrion, but it takes a little more time than just to say, you know, yak, 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 but I am going to answer it loosely. And then if you're really, really interested, watch the video. It's a short video, but it'll go into more in depth. But basically the spirit animal, your spirit animal is the animal that comes to you when you most need it to offer you healing and support and love and guidance and strength. It's basically like an angel, right? And then your totem animal is who you really are inside, and that starts with your zodiac sign, because it's usually based on animals. There are very few zodiac systems out there that are not based on animals. And then there is the power animal, which is the animal that you're all animals inside, but let's say that you want to, work with the animal kingdom to get more patience, right? Then you might work with a cat who has infinite patience. You might work with a mantis, a stick insect that will sit silent and still until it knows when to make the jump, that kind of thing. So all of that, there you have it. And what I say now is that you step outside of the animal that you already are to be the earthly tyrann, instead of, like, let's say that you want courage and you decide you want to work with tiger energy, then you would step outside of tiger and be tyrann, but you're really a tiger, if that makes sense. Anyway, so there you have it. I hope that's really helpful, Tara. Now, let me just say there's not a law about that. There's no, like, that's the way to think. That's the way that the animal allies asked me to teach in this world, so that people could have a more organized understanding of how to work with the animal allies, only because the term spirit totem and power animal, they're every culture has some version of that. And even though it's kind of all the same thing, each culture, it means something a little bit different how they work with that animal. And it can get really confusing, super confusing. So there we go. So that's my way of teaching. It's not the only way or the right way or the wrong way. So I hope that helps. All right, Gia, I'm considering leaving my business mentor, but I worry about her feelings. I'd love your advice. Okay, now you asked for advice. So I'm going to give you advice. If you want me to pull a card or tell you something psychically, I will, but you asked for advice, Gia. Here's my advice. If you are afraid of hurting a business mentor's feelings, that's not a good business mentor. She or he is not a good business mentor. If they have demonstrated to you that their feelings will get hurt if you decide to move on. If they have not demonstrated to you that their feelings will get hurt if you move on, then that's all you. That's not the business mentor. But any business mentor that gets their feelings hurt if a student, client, whatever moves on, that's business, first of all. That's number one. In a mentorship, my opinion, because you asked for advice, Gia, my opinion is, if you're any halfway decent mentor, your hope is that your students, your clients, your whatevers move on. That's why you're mentoring them, so that they can fly in freedom and success on their own. See what I'm saying? So if it's not that, now if you're afraid of hurting that person's feelings, well, I can't help you with that, except for to go, then how are you going to make it in business? Because if you run your business all centered around, I'm afraid to hurt somebody's feelings, that's not going to go well for you at all. Because some of the kindest, dearest have never uttered anything hurtful, negative, nothing. Everything that spews from their mouth, their actions, their truest thoughts and deeds is nothing short of angelic. They still hurt people's feelings, because people are people. And it's not them hurting people's feelings. It's the people. You hear what I'm saying? Anyway, I hope that helps. Gia, if you want me to, thank you, Dee. I am doing very well, except for I can't see. Because one eye now has 20/20 vision and the other eye is still jacked up. And the other eye gets done next week, and then I'll be like, man, I'll be like all those Marvel characters that, like, can see so well that lasers come out of their eyes. I can't wait, because I'm going to be like, pew, 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 pew. I'm going to walk all through Publix, pew, 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 with my lasers in my eyes. It's going to be fabulous. Okay. Gia, if you want a card on that, that would be, there you go. Okay. I know, Dana, 20/20, and they told me, my doctor said the chances of that are almost nothing. And here we are. Okay. I don't know what you're jealous of, Mindy, but you could have anything that I have that you're jealous of. I just go out and snatch it, because I'm a Scorpio. I desire. I get what I want. Santa baby, la 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 la. Okay, Angel Heart. How can I better protect myself and respond to someone who is super pitying and an emotional drag? I felt like I was doing good for so long, but my energy feels like it's depleted. Well, I'm going to pull a card. I'm even going to give it to you psychically. Now, my advice is, why does this person have to be all up in your business anyway? Why are they in your sphere? Oh, hi Lunari, 3 eyes and a 7 from Twitch. Thank you so much for joining me. What you can't see in Twitch is that there's a whole nother chat going on that has everybody from YouTube and Facebook. So I say hello to you, and if you decide you would like to have a reading today, just ask your question, and if I can get to it, I will. And so, Angel Heart, I'm going to pull, oh, Angel Heart. I'm wearing my little angel earrings this morning. The angels are whispering messages in my ears for everybody. Okay, Frank Palmer. Is Frank Palmer here today with his angel stuff all up in here? Okay. So my advice, Angel Heart, is don't be anywhere near that person. Don't give them the opportunity to encroach on you, or realize that their problems are not your problems, and they can only emotionally listen. You guys, let me tell you the secret to everybody, or to everything. I'm a big fan of therapy and healing and all that kind of thing for the people who need to walk that path. But at the end of the day, everything you ever want, well, we don't really want, we don't need, we don't dream, we don't wish. What is it I always say? We don't want, we don't need, we don't wish, we don't dream. Oh my God, I can't even remember. I can't even remember what I say. There's a fifth one. Anyway, we don't this, we don't that, we don't, we choose. So we can always choose anything. It's just a choice. Life's like a sushi menu, y'all. And when people realize that that's within their grasp, anything goes away. It heals it, whatever's, right? That said, okay. Okay. Okay, hold on, Sylvie. All right, hold on. Angel, this is for you. How can you best? This might seem like a really unusual animal to come out for you, Angel, but discus fish, right? Okay. This is from the moms and kids, or moms and babies section of the ARC. Sorry, I just had another message whack me in the face. Holy guacamole. Somebody, wait till I give this message to somebody out there. I don't even know. But if this person is not your child, then you didn't, what I'm getting is, you didn't take them on to raise. That's what we say in the South. I didn't take you on to raise. That's what that's what people, especially women, tell their boyfriends or their employees. I didn't take you on to raise. And if this person is not your child, then you got no business trying to parent them. Secondly, if they are your child, you're the mom. That means you're the boss. And if you don't know that, I can't help you with that. But I'm pretty sure, I don't intuitively feel like it's one of your kids. I feel like it's somebody outside of that. Secondly, and listen, y'all, for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. But if y'all ever saw that movie with Dolly Parton where she makes it to be this big radio star in New York because she's Southern and all she says is the truth. Well, the truth as she sees it. That's what Mama Bear does, which is me, by the way. and it's not harsh, hopefully, but it's just straight up. And this is what's come to me, and I have to tell you, Angel Heart, I'm very surprised, very, very surprised. And what that means is this: in my Bernadette mind, what little I know about you, you're just a bright, bright light, great sense of humor, really smart, really business savvy, just this word, vibrant, right? Vibrancy. Because when you think of all the colors that discus fish come in, they're amazingly brilliant, which I can now see with my left eye, not my right eye. Okay. So, but what I'm being told by discus fish is that that's really the crux of pretty much everything you've got going on. You're afraid to shine. You're afraid to step out and be like, ta-da! Here I am, the one that you love. Like you're afraid to do that. I would have never, my Bernadette would have never guessed that about you. Stop it. Stop doing that. Like, stop right now. Girl, be the angel heart that is the discus fish and shine and step up. And that's the thing. That's it. Okay, listen up, angel heart. Your energy has to be bigger than the energy of this person who's trying to suck the life out of you. But only you can let them suck the life out of you. But the specific way to combat it is to make your energy bigger. And here's how that works. Walk away, Joe. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. These boots are gonna walk all over you. Bong, 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 bong. Girl, put you on some go-go boots and get gone. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I am slipping into my country heritage today. My Etsy site. All right, hold on, Teapot. Hold on, Sylvie. I'll get it to you. Somebody remind me at the end, or just search what is my spirit animal Etsy, and there we go, Mama Bear. I will send all kinds of healing vibes to your boss. Not some, I'll send every healing vibe. Hey, Kelly, your boss did not give me, your boss did not give me permission to read her. But I do have a message for her. Ooh, I'm going to step outside of the lines. Ooh, Kelly B. Ooh, oi. Okay, listen. I will tell you that I feel like whatever's going on literally has brought her to her literal knees. Like literally in the physical to her knees. But she does not allow anyone to see how much on her knees she is. You could be a really good support for her at this time. I hope that's helpful. And she didn't give me permission, so don't tell her a psychic told you. Okay, and I'm out of her energy. Okay, Jules, girl. Ooh, girl. That cataract surgery is going to change your life. When I went in for my follow-up yesterday morning, I told my surgeon, I said, well, I don't want to wait till Tuesday to have my next eye done. I got a pocket knife in my purse. How about I just lay down on a counter somewhere here in the office and you just scoop my right eye out now? It's amazing. It'll change your life. Okay, Emily Ackerson. I start a new job on Monday. I'd love any insight you have about what my experience will be like there and if it will last. Thank you about my eyes. Alphanumerica. Rum! Y'all, let me just admit, I did work yesterday morning, but I don't know. I got the hooky craven flung on me yesterday, and for the first time literally in years, I played hooky. I did. I gotta admit it straight out. I'm selling myself out. Okay, here we go. Okay, Emily Ackerson. That's really interesting. So the Martin. Now, The marten is part of the weasel family, but you know, I really think, okay, so here's what I'm hearing, Jules, from the cutest little marten ever. Little fluffy, adorable guy. Emily, it's interesting because it actually is going to bring, this job is really going to actually bring you fortunate, good tidings, right? Almost like, it's almost like a Christmas carol, really. Um, Good tidings to you, dun 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 dun. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Meaning, this is something that's going to unfold over time. And I feel like there's a second branch of this business, or a second product, or a second vein of something, that either that's what you got hired to do, was work on that expansion, that second lane, that second whatever, or that once you get there, you're going to know, and then you're going to be part of that second wave, second this, second that. That is going to be fun, and it's going to be creative, and you're going to love it. I just don't see any negative energy around this job at all. None whatsoever. None. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. And you know what? If you've got an arc, I would really encourage you to look up the marten and look up everything you can about it. It wouldn't, people don't normally think of it as a spirit, totem, or power animal. Usually the weasel is what comes out most for people. But it's almost like, and weasels get a bad rap, a really bad rap. They're the funniest, sweetest little things. But it's almost like if you put a weasel and a marten side by side, the marten is the good witch, and the weasel is the bad witch, which they're not. But it's that kind of thing. It's like you're the good witch in Wicked, or this job is the good witch in Wicked. If that makes, let me move on. You know what I mean, Em. Okay. All right, Adriana, good morning. Ooh, what spirit animal is with you during this new stage of personal evolution? Adriana, do you have a thing for horses or mules? Horses or mules? Oh, Lordy, I'm so behind in this chat. Great Lord Almighty. All right. Adriana, I hope you're still here. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card for you, Adriana, but you asked what's gonna help you. You asked what's gonna help you. Oh, horses. You were raised taking care of horses. Okay. Well, then I don't need to pull a card. Okay. So that's why I saw the horses, because when I asked, so I got really quiet, and just head on, I just saw this horse. It looks like a palomino to me. Maybe that's because I love palominos, but I don't think so. It looks like a palomino to me. White being a more predominant color, and then all the really beautiful deep rusts and blacks with the spots. And it just came bloosh out of this light. So I would say, oh, that's really interesting. So Adriana, it's horses, but in particular, I really think it's a palomino in particular that you're working with. Honestly, I do. Now, let me tell you something. I joke and whatnot about being raised in the country, but I know my horses. Oh, yes, I do. I grew up here in Ocala, Florida. I know more about horses than a lot of people you might imagine. So, and I love them. I'd just rather have bears. But anyway, there you go. Okay, I'm going to scroll way back up in this chat, y'all. And just remember, I'm here for 2 hours today. So we've got plenty of time. And I want to get to everybody for a reading. I do. But I just don't know that there's time. There's not. And I answer each person's question as fully as the animal allies give me information. So I don't rush anybody's reading along, because each person is important, and they're due to have, whatever it is that they need to know. Something that will surely get you blocked on my channel is if you keep nudging me or my moderators. That'll get you blocked. And the other thing I'll tell you is, if you Irish, I knew it, Tyrion. Creole, Cherokee, and Irish. That is a fascinating conversation. So basically, you eat really spicy potatoes. you eat really spicy potatoes. That's the Creole and Irish in you. For Cherokee, it's a lot of beef jerky. Okay, you're welcome, Tyrion. I love your energy. So, anyway, even if I don't come to you specifically, you might hear something that's relevant to you. And, oh, thank you. Oh, cool, Margie, thank you. Anyway, it's, take away what you can from these readings. It may not always come to you, but it may be the exact words that you mean. Exact. Ah, Tyrion, thank you. See, I knew there was something about your energy. There you go. Oh, y'all, that's why they call it being psychic. I want to point this out. Not because it's like, ooh, look what Bernadette can do. It's not that at all. I know a bunch of y'all are working on developing your psychic development. I'm still working on my psychic development. Believe me, I learn and grow, hopefully every day. That's the hope anyway, right? And now that I can see 20/20 in my left eye, and probably going to be 20/20 in my right eye, I can see even better. Woo! All right, but that's interesting because, Tyrion, when I start these readings, you guys, any reading that I do, but when I do the lives, I just go into I'm talking to you and I'm focused on you, so it may not seem like I'm in an altered state of reality, but I am. And that's what the best readers can do, is we can live in both halves. We can live in both worlds at the same time. And we don't have to do the eye fluttering and closing the eyes and oscillating. And I don't do theatrics, y'all. I don't. Not unless I'm in a cast and getting paid for it. So I don't do theatrics. But anyway, but the example I used with Tyrion was Tiger, and that's what came to me. And so I set the intention and work with the animal allies and the angels and the guides and the all that is and God and my grandma and my mom and whoever shows up that day to tell me what to say. And I ask them to give me very specific verbiage that will resonate with each person. That's why I'm an evidential psychic medium. It's all about specificity. This morning, it's all about water because I'm a little dehydrated. Marsha Taylor, of course you can have a card. Navigate your Christmas with your mom. It's a strained relationship. Doesn't have to be strained. It's only strained if you allow it to strain you. It's just that simple. You don't have to allow it to strain you. What are your expectations? That she's going to apologize to you? That's not happening. Psychically, I feel like that's never going to happen. So I would, if you want to spend time with her, okay, but you don't have to navigate it. If you choose to go and be part of it, you don't have to let anything bother you. And I just keep hearing she's never going to apologize. She's never going to apologize. All right, but here's your card. Ooh, you get two. So, well, hey, Barney. You gonna come say hi to everybody? Come on, Barney. Pirate Georgie is right next to me. Barney's gonna come say hi. Barney, Barney. Come on, monkey. There you go. Everybody, this is Barney, Pirate Georgie's brother. And so listen, here's what I would tell you. If these were monkeys, I would be like, get that monkey off your back, right? But as hard as it might be, Marcia, what I'm hearing is it's like the roles have to change. She's just the kid and you're the mom. And it's like having a kid that just will not get it, will not straighten up and fly right. Just that kid. It's that kid. Now, the card that's under it is Giraffe, and that's Eight of Pentacles. And that's all about, in the traditional Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, the Eight of Pentacles is that old boy sitting there, building the pentacles on his tree and whatnot. And that's why, well, let me just turn it right up so you can see. I mean, if you look at Giraffe, that's why Giraffe wanted to be the Eight of Pentacles. It looks like the tree sitting there. The golden spots on it can easily be, symbolic of pentacles. And there's something, I don't know if money comes into this, that there's a money strain there. Maybe something with a will, maybe something with just plain straight up money for whatever reason. But that's just not gonna right itself either. Literally the only thing that can right itself in this, and I want to tell you something different because I'm not being flip with your reading. What I am saying is that I feel how deep and long term the pain is. Like it's been this way your whole life, not just recently. And I just don't know that anything is going to fix that for you except for you. So, yeah, I just think with koalas, I literally see this, Marcia, as you're the mama koala, and the baby is actually your mom riding your back. So it is there enough compassion or caring about this person that you want to keep carrying it? And that's, you've got to ask yourself that. Nobody can answer that but you. So, I'm sorry. I know that's got to be hard. Thanks, Dee. I'm glad you love the arc. Okay, tigers. Mindy, you've written, I still have to figure out my totem and power animal. And then you wrote, I'm a bee. That's your totem animal. So I'm not sure what you have to figure out. Okay. Therein. George Asensio. Ooh, that's a great question. Are tarot cards related or a door to access the Akashic records? That is such a great question. George, I hope you're still here. I'm going to give you my opinion on that. Yes. I think through tarot or any symbolism, anything can be a door to the Akashic records because, in my opinion, we live in all times and dimensions at one time. We're living everywhere through all time and space at the same time. This just happens to be the reality that we're in at this moment, or what we think is a reality at this moment. But I can't tell, for me personally, and then working with other tarot readers, I can't tell you how many times those of us that will work with tarot as a tool in that way. Now, there are some very traditional tarot readers that don't feel like tarot can be anything other than what the meanings are in the book. Okay. But I know many a tarot reader, and for sure it's happened to me. I'll look at something in a card and it'll really ping my consciousness as a past life thing, which is the Akashic records. but it can also be a future-oriented thing. Again, Akashic Records. And it will lead me to ask something about somebody. Have you always experienced this, or have you always thought this? Yes. Okay, well, I'm being shown that based on this symbol or this, or whatever in this card, in your past life, XYZ, and that's affecting you today. That's one of my most favorite things when people are screaming appropriation. Mostly toward white people. And let's say you're a white person, or really any race, and you really resonate with another race, right? In particular, Native American, right? That comes up all the time for me. Why are you appropriating anything because you wear moccasins and you dance their dances and you wear the jewelry, or you study the history, or you, say, work with spirit, totem, and power animals? What if you were a Native American in a past life, or two Native Americans in two past lives? Or what if you were a Siberian I mean, there are so many of these things that could be calling to you, and you're doing honor, you're paying your homage to those cultures by representing them respectfully and correctly, like historically correct, not what we're taught in schools. That's not historically correct. But doing your due diligence and looking at the true history of whatever culture. Where I'm going with this is, yes, I believe that for many, many, many reasons. So there you have it. All right. I hope that's helpful, George. All right. Care what you ask with this person. I don't know what that means. Ms. Shorty, what do you need to improve about your health? Okay, so I think you might have missed, I don't answer health questions. I don't. I want to. Believe me, I do. But it's just too potentially litigious. And the other thing is, I just... Yes, I can see Weird Al better now, Raven. Not there. I'm not 100% correct 100% of the time. I just, it's not possible. I just don't think it's a possibility in this vessel, the human vessel, in the world that we live in today. And I don't want to be responsible for, and I really wish other readers would not do this, of saying to people one thing and having it end up being another, because that person may buy hook, line, and sinker into what the psychic, medium, tarot reader, whatever says, and they ignore good medical advice, good solid whatever, in lieu of what some reader told them. Oh no, 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 not me. However, that said, I will tell you that I am very much led to, Ms. Shorty, I'm very much led to not your physical health, but your mental health. And I do feel like your mind spins 1,000,000 miles a minute. And I would encourage you to know there's nothing wrong with that. You're just creative. And I think you might think differently about your capabilities or your possibilities, because people maybe have harped on you about not being able to have focus or not being able to think things through or whatever. You're just a forward thinker, a flash forward thinker, but you're a forward thinker. But to get what it is in this life that you're going to choose to have, you will have to be able to rein that in when you choose to, but only when you choose to. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Yes, I can see Weird Al better. That was funny. Okay, Natalia. Working on my throat chakra, this manager cannot be scared to use my voice. Don't know what that means. Oh, thank you. By the way, if you like the free content that I put out on my channel, I hope you'll consider joining the channel. And it would really be helpful if you guys would hit the like button so that the algorithms all over everywhere will think anything we do here is worth anything. Hello, Sam Rudy. Sam Rudy Patil, how are you? Okay. What is blocking your union with your soulmate? Sam Rudy, if you're still here. Camel, Page of Pentacles. So, here's what I'm going to tell you about that. I don't think your soulmate is in your culture at all. I think that your soulmate is outside of your culture, and unless you have access to people outside of your culture, it's going to take a bit for you to find anybody. So, Page of Pentacle, camels, or camel, and if you take a look at that, what does it read? Quest for wisdom, right? Abundant harvest, okay, and conserving energy. And what that means is, I would pack a lunch. It's going to take you a little while to find your soulmate. But you really are on a destiny. You really are on a path to get to your soulmate and this person to you in this lifetime. And I'm not talking like when you're 50 or 60 years old. But it's not, I don't know that it'll be today or within the next 6 months, maybe end of 2022, but if it is, it's just a brief, like, that kind of thing, and then moving into the next couple of years, that's going to go well, but only if you're willing to look outside of your culture or be with someone outside of your culture. And I hope that's helpful. Okay. Thank you, Emily. Oh, cool. I don't know what that means. You're going to start working with Frank, but that's awesome, Mindy. Cool. We do choose. We do choose. We do choose. That's right. We do choose. Boundaries, boundaries. Oh, that's funny. Pew, pew. You'll shoot out your eye, kid. I watch that every Christmas, too. It's your mother. I don't know what that means. Angel heart. Okay, I'm looking for questions. I am... Oh, Christina, spine surgery. Woo! Sending good energy to you. Welcome to the Wild Pack. All right. Right? For real. Okay. I do not answer yes or no questions, Irvana. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I don't know why I said that. That's the Southern in me. If you have something more specific about those two situations, I will answer them. Natalia. That's tough. That is tough. I'm wishing you the best, Natalia. Okay, Tyrion, I see your question. I usually only answer one question per person because usually so many people ask questions. You know, this is very simple, Tyrion. If you really are feeling like the angels are screaming at you, well, I don't know that angels scream, but they do tend to get pushy. They're trying to, I mean, it's like a parent. They're trying to help you out. You can't ask them, just say, listen, I want to hear what you're saying. I really do, but you got to dial it back a notch. Can you go a little more slowly and a little more clearly? Like I always tell my guides, tell me like you're telling a 9-year-old. Okay. Okay. I hope that was helpful then. Okay. Selene. Hey, Selene. If you see my Q ID, okay, yeah. What should I know about my future with the guy I will call Mr. Gray? You're not fooling me. I know why you call him Mr. Gray. Where is it going? Oh, okay. Let's find out. Okay. Angel Heart, I am going to answer Celine's question, and then we're going to talk about that statement, I don't like the attention, because that's going to be helpful to everybody. It was something I actually told Frank Palmer this past week. Okay. Celine. Okay, Celine. You've been on my channel a few times now, so I know that you know I really am a mama bear. I'm just going to shoot straight with you. This is a beautiful card to get. It truly is. Mermaid as a spirit totem and power animal. Oh my God. I mean, you know, I'm Ursula the Sea Witch. Other women get to be the mermaid, right? I want to be where the people are. And I'm Ursula the Sea Witch. Okay. Scary. It looks just like her, doesn't it? I cultivated that over time. It's gotten a much easier. Never mind. I'll tell you guys the story another time. But anyway, okay, so here's the story. Mermaids are just absolutely gorgeous, alluring creatures, which I believe you are. I do, Celine. But to the best of my understanding from the world of sea people, it almost never happens like it happens in the movie Big, or not Big, but Splash, with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah, where he gets a mermaid. It's a long story how he comes to have a mermaid, and he hides her in his apartment, and they end up falling in love, and, you know, she stays with him forever. Mermaids tend to lure men in and either save them or drown them. That's what mermaids do. So I don't feel like this Mr. Gray person wants or needs saving. And I don't see you being enraptured by him for a long period of time. For a while he amuses you, and then when he doesn't amuse you anymore, you're on about your merry business. There's something about your energy, Celine, that tells me that you it's a little easier for you to lose focus on a lover, a partner, a mate, or whatever more quickly. And so I'm wondering if you really are in a place yet in your life where you want something long term or permanent. So I would ask you to consider that. I would just ask you to consider that. So there you have it. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Lily, what? If discus fish aren't ready to adjust to adulthood, they eat their eggs. I was looking up something else and that came up. I'd question the science behind that. How in the HE double hockey sticks could I don't care how much somebody knows about animals, I don't care how scientific, how could somebody determine that a discus fish is like, yeah, I don't feel like adulting today, I think I'll eat my young? I question the science behind that. I'll have to look that up. Okay, Angel Heart, I don't like attention. Y'all, let me tell you something. I get told that by people all the time. Now, not everybody in this life is meant to, well, first of all, you are shiny. Everybody's shiny in their own way. That's my opinion. Sorry, I'm thirsty. That's such a wonderful sound in the microphone. Okay, under the sea, take it from me. But some of us are meant to step more into a public role than others. And that doesn't mean like, oh, you got to have your own YouTube channel or you got to be an Insta star or this or that. It just means that if you're going to work with the public, you're stepping out into the spotlight more than the average person, mostly. Okay. And what that means is if you're a cashier at a store, okay, you're going to be in the public in that capacity, but that's very different than if you're a professional reader and people come to you with expectations of getting insight and healing and all that kind of thing, right? Okay. When people tell me, well, I don't like the spotlight, I don't like the attention, or I don't want to get all up in my ego, I'm like, that then tells me you don't care anything about this work. You're not interested in the work and you're not interested in helping people. Man, that frosts people every time. But hear me out on this. People take offense to that every time I tell them that. And yet here's why it's true. Because when you're more focused on helping people or animals or whatever it is that you want to help, including yourself, when you're more focused on helping them than you are on, no, I don't want to be in the spotlight, then helping them in whatever capacity you can should be the only focus. And if you really believe in your guides, God, angels, whatever it is you believe in, including yourself, if you don't trust that they're going to put you in the right place and the right space in the right way and time so as to protect you and to support you and help you, then you don't believe in them. It's just that simple. You either trust or you don't. But mostly I find that people that don't want to be in the spotlight because of ego, they're not really focused on other people, because you wouldn't think of it as being in the spotlight. Oh God, this was hilarious. I had somebody say to me a few weeks ago, this person booked a reading, and I called them to schedule their reading, and they went, oh, it's you. And I was like, what? And they went, is this really Mama Bear? And I said, yeah. I just didn't think I would get to talk to you. And I'm like, didn't you book a reading with me? Well, yeah, but I figured somebody else. I'm like, why? Well, you're a big YouTube person. I'm a big person, but I'm not a big. This person was trying to get to, they thought I was a person of notoriety. No, I'm not. And even if I had 5 million followers, I still wouldn't be, because you know what? I don't care about that. I only care about that in so much as the more people that get their freedom, that achieve their freedom through their development of their psychic skills, their trust in their own ability, working with the animal allies, being more aware of the animal kingdom, it just perpetuates more good for animals, including humans, and that's the only thing I care about. So I do care that it gets out to millions of people. Of course, that's what I strive for all the time. That's why millions of people a month come to my website. Y'all, between my websites, I get over 1 million visits a month to my websites. By the end of the year, that is 15, 16 million people a year have been to my websites. You're dang Skippy right, I focus on that, but not for me. It's not about ego for me. So there's a difference in, you guys see where I'm going down this path. And the reason that I go into this, it wasn't a question Angel Heart asked, but it is such a prevalent thing in the woo-woo community. No, I am staying humble. I'm humble. I'm very humble. That does not mean I don't know my worth. That does not mean that I am not absolutely committed to the cause that I've been given. And nothing stands in the way of that. Nothing, including myself, stands in the way of my calling. You're either that person or you're not. See how simple things are? Things are so simple. Nope, not fear. Wrong, Ola. Why do you never get a notification and you miss the start? Oh, you have to sign up for notifications, Nicola. You've got to click when you subscribe to my channel, which I thank you for doing. You've got to click the bell and make it turn that color, and then you get every time something's going to go up, that you'll get a notification. Okay. Mindy, what spirit animal is guiding me in this divorce? My elbow missed the thing. Okay, here's the story. Mindy, I'm going to give you the message that's coming to me. Nobody right now, no spirit animal is guiding you right now, because you won't listen. You won't listen. You're not in a place where you'll listen. You're kind of a believer, but not 100% believer, like you want to believe because it feels good to believe, but you wouldn't pin anything truly important on a message that you got from an animal spirit ally. You wouldn't. You would turn back to the human part of you, and you would try to make a decision in your head through your fear filters, of which there are a bunch. However, that said, if you'll let them, man, I have never had this come out before. Mindy, if you'll let them, swordfish will work with you. Like the real swordfish. The ones with the big piercing thing. Why can't I think? I don't know why I can't think of the name of it, because I'm way up there with them. One of my favorite things in life is when a swordfish takes somebody out with the sword on the end of their face when they're being fished. That's one of my favorite things. I wait for those stories in the news. Deep sea fisherman pierced through the head by blah, blah, blah. Yay! I stand up and I cheer. So, that said, you're being asked to pick up a sword. You don't do that. When it comes to fight, flight, or freeze, you do flight. You've got way too many fears, and that is not helpful. That's not helpful. I don't have a swordfish in my deck. I've never had swordfish come to me from anybody else. And I'm wondering if your soon-to-be ex-husband is a fisherman. I bet money he's a fisherman. I bet money. There you go. I hope that's helpful. Okay, hold on. All right, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get back to the next questions. League of Nations. Somebody's talking about my dating life. Or what used to be my dating life. Raven, I don't know what you're thanking people for, but you're welcome. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I totally lost my place. I'm trying to get it back. Yeah, don't get me started on the appropriation thing. We'll be here all day. I'll be like, give me a break. Right? Gia, you're black but deeply resonate with Scandinavian spirituality. I know. Believe me. People get all people get all offended when I emulate, what some southern black people sound like, because they don't know. I grew up going to black churches. I grew up around a really black community. I grew up, I mean, as I've often, well, I don't know that I've often said it, but there isn't a race, there isn't a color, there is not a creed that I haven't dated. Because people are just people to me. So, and it's always been that way. So, before people get all up on their high horse, they don't get me started. Okay. I always say it, when I need a real soul pick me up, I go find one of the black churches here in Gainesville. And I sit and I listen to that music and I let the spirit move through me, and I'm not even a Christian. Well, I'm everything. I'm every religion. It's all in me. Any religion you want done, baby, I do it naturally. Okay, hey, Panagiata. Lord, y'all, I don't even know what, y'all. Come on now. I need some questions. Um, mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Y'all, my question. Oh, why does it keep coming back to that one? All right, hold on. Oh, Bello Ru Waka 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 Kata. Oh, and by the way, y'all, it's never ever going to be any of my people that are going to hit you up and say, I'm being drawn to you. Inbox me for a reading now. Those are scammers. Please don't answer them. Okay, Gail. All right, here we go. Okay, I see Val and I see Gail. All right, so Gail, I'm gonna go. How and what can I do to move forward with my destiny and path faster? Ooh, that's a great. I didn't have to pull a card. Gail. Oh my God, this is so cool. Okay, so Gail Wyatt, I really hope you're still here. Okay, I went to start to draw a card, and I saw the Roadrunner card, and the Roadrunner ran past me, and right as he got in front of me, he turned to me and he went beep beep, and then and then he went on his merry way. And I was drawn to the Roadrunner cartoons, right, with Wile E. Coyote and all that. And you can see I'm starting to laugh. Here's the thing. I'm being told, Gail, that you tend to get too serious too often. And that to help you move forward with your destiny and path faster, two things. I'm hearing a song, I get by with a little help from my friends. There's something about people that, I don't know if you're like me, the world is too people-y, but there's something about having some friends that you can have fun with, and they'll help you out on the journey way fast because they've got perspective and experience you don't have. But more importantly, that you find the humor. Just find the humor. Have you been humorless, like really kind of humorless lately, Gail? Because yeah, I yeah, it's the humor. Like if you've got to watch old cartoons or watch stand-up comics or just really just even ask the animal allies to 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 bring you humor or put you in humorous situations or whatever. But honestly, Roadrunner is working with you. Oh, I don't remember which card it is in my deck. I want to say it's the Page of something. Page of Swords, maybe, Roadrunner? Oh gosh, I'm having a hard time remembering. But that's it. It's Roadrunner. So I hope that's helpful. It makes me laugh. Oh, Gail, yeah, you're way too serious too much of the time. Relax and have a good time. That's it. All right, there we go. I hope that's helpful. All right, Val77. Of course you can ask. Which spirit animals or angels are working with me? I've been tapping into my intuition more. I learned about tarot cards when I was 12 after my mom passed. It helped me back then. Okay. Since you didn't ask for anything specific, and you just asked me which animals are working with you, I'm just going to ask for your spirit animal at this time. Ooh, that's tough. But it's tough but awesome. Let me explain what I mean. So the pigs are the Ten of Pentacles. And what is that about? Family, true wealth, and avoiding risk. But when the Ten of Pentacles is inverted, you know, I read inverted cards as either nope, like whatever that card is about when it's in its upright position, it's a nope for, like nope, it's not going to be those things, or it's delayed, or this is part of the challenge of getting to whatever the question is you were asked. But if you notice, these are two pigs, obviously. And what, I mean, just look at that. One of them is kissing the other, and that one's like, eh. I mean, it's just the cutest thing ever. And you brought up about your mom passing, obviously, when you were 12. That's tough. And I'm sorry. But I wonder if, no, I don't have to wonder. There's something about this for you, Val 77. I don't want to say that you don't think of your mom anymore as family, but I don't feel like you feel like she's current family or family that's with you now, but that's not the case. She is. And I'm also being told that you're missing family, not missing like, oh, I miss that person, or oh, I'm missing that person. It's like family is missing in your life. Val 77, I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. Oh gosh. Oh, thank you, Adriana. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Um, okay, we're done here with that. Okay. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom of this chat. If honey, Val, honey, do you feel I need you to verify this, yes or no, so I know which energy path to go down. I just feel like family is missing in your life. Does that make sense? Okay. Somebody wrote True Dawn. Oh, is Yoda with us today? Hey, Yoda. Yes, that is true. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Listen, Val, you probably don't know me. Meaning you wouldn't, hey, all the way from Saudi Arabia. Okay. I have a deeply, deeply, deeply personal history with pigs. And because of that, Spirit only brings me pigs when it is vitally important to the person that I'm reading for. Period. Because it is a trigger for me. As much as I like to step aside as a reader, pigs are a trigger for me. What I am hearing for you, honey, is that your mom is very much your family still here. So even though family is currently missing in your life, and let's face it, it's kind of hard to get a hug from Spirit in the physical sense. You might find if you just start talking to her out loud. You could, I see a bunch of this, a bunch of this. Val, are you a writer? Do you write for a living? Do you want to write for a living? What's the writing thing? The writing thing. It is super important for you. You could even write to her and she'll find a way of writing. Val. Holy cow. Let me tell you exactly what I'm hearing. Lord, I hope you do this. If you will write to your mom, she will find a way to write back to you, meaning you'll receive something. Oh, trying to write. Okay, you're trying to write and podcast. Okay, listen, girl, listen to what I'm telling you. Stop trying to write. Choose to write. Choose to write. And she will write back to you like literally, not like you'll randomly read something and go, oh my God, I just keep seeing you open this letter and it's handwritten and you're going to be like, that's from my mom. You're going to know. You're just going to know based on what that you say through the in your letter, whatever the specific words are you use, whatever you specifically say to your mom, she's going to answer you. There you go. All right, man, I hope that's helpful. You found stuff from when you were a kid, like just recently, Val? That's so cool. Y'all, that's so cool. Y'all, let me tell you something. I have been hit with the Christmas bug this year. Christmas, you'll call it whatever. Because remember, I'm every religion, and it's all in me. Now, there are a couple of religions I'm not, and I don't think they should exist and breathe the same air that I breathe. But, so I celebrate pretty much everything. Oh, Val, see? Okay, that's it, Val. Okay, so Val has just found letters, stuff from her mom from when she was a kid. And there we go. Those are the letters. That's cool. Okay. Good for you, honey. But I went into Hobby Lobby a couple days ago and I about hit my knees because I turned around and there was an entire big display of retro Christmas stuff that my sister and I had as a kid. We were idiots. Sometime along the way we went, this isn't our taste. We don't want this anymore. And we either gave it to charity or we did whatever. You know what I did? Loaded up my dang basket. Yes, I did. I'm doing retro. I'm doing retro Christmas. The little teal. Never mind. It's not about me. It's about all y'all. But here's the thing. You just never know when something's going to trigger you. Truly, you don't. All right. I'm happy to help, Val. I'm so glad your mom was here to help you today. And, listen, I don't know how much it would mean, but we're your family. I mean, anybody that comes to the Wild Pack, they're part of the Wild Pack. That's it. I'm not kidding when I say that. And I have found a bunch of you communicate outside of the chat and have taken to helping each other. And that's what a pack is all about. I mean, that's the hope, right? That's the hope here. So, okay. All right. There we go. Okay, so Mindy, okay, can I read one for you, Scorpio? Ooh, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a triple Scorpio. Okay, listen, Arij, I don't know. God, I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. I'm very happy to read for you, but you've got to ask me a question, and it cannot be yes or no. So if you're on here, don't ask me a yes or no question. I'm not answering it. Not because I'm being ugly. It's not helpful to you. Mindy Dukes, I love you, but he's 13 and you're the mom. There's nothing else that needs to be said about that. He's 13 and you're the mom. Let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I knew someone who had a kid who started around 9 showing signs of being a sociopath. And as this young man got older, this mom allowed this kid to run willy-nilly, drugs, alcohol, steal, sneak into her room in the middle. Well, one day he got to be 15 and he backed her up against a wall and she called me. Now, I say allowed him to do all of these things because, again, they're the child and you're the parent. That's it. That's all that needs to be said. So it came to pass she had to go out of town for 4 days or she would have lost this amazing job that she had, still has to this day. But she didn't know anybody that would come take care of her kid. She couldn't leave him alone because he was the kind of kid that would call Child's Protective Services and the sheriff's department. My mom left me alone because he was that kind of kid. So I knew he had backed her up against a wall, and she now locked her bedroom door at night and shoved her dresser drawer up against her door. First of all, I went to fire college. That's a fire hazard. Number 2, that's a mental health hazard. That's a physical hazard. I was just like, and I never, she never asked me my opinion. I never told her anything. I just listened. So I said, I need your written permission to deal with him as I see fit should he get jiggy with me, but I need it in writing, and I will come babysit your kid. I'll come house sit. So she gave it to me in writing, and I showed up at the house. And that kid and I took one look at each other, and it was on like Donkey Kong. So he waited till Mom left, and I said, listen up, sport. I said, well, I'm here. We're going to do things my way because I'm not your mom. I'm the adult, and that means I'm in charge. And he looked at me and he said, you can't do anything to me. And I said, and there's where you're wrong. But you go right on ahead and you try. You do that. And I never said anything else. That kid spent the rest of the day cleaning their house with me because it was a big old wreck. And I wasn't going to sit there and do nothing. We were going to have a moment, that young man and I. So comes nighttime, and I brought my blankets and I brought my pillows and everything out to the living room. And I threw them on the couch. He said, why are you sleeping on the couch? I said, because I'm going to sleep with one eye open if I do sleep, because you're not sneaking out of this house on my watch. And you're not getting high and you're not getting drunk and you're not going to steal anything on my watch. You try to walk out that door, you go right ahead. Go do it. You can try. He didn't try to sneak out. Oh no, he didn't. So he got a little more comfortable the next day and he wanted to get lippy with me, and I got lippy back. And the more lippy I got, the closer to him I came, where I was standing toe to toe. I never blinked. I never took my eyes off of his eyes, ever. He didn't give me a lick of trouble for the rest of the time. You know why? Because he knew I meant what I said, and he didn't have people in his life that meant what they said. And he'd been to every program, and he'd been to every this, and he'd never been to every that. But he knew he was going to just get dumped back off at his mom, and she's going to fold like a cheap suit. Here's where I'm going with that. I'm not telling you to be me. I'm not a hero. There's nothing special about me. I'm just saying, Mindy, that the answer to this is he's 13, and you're the mom. So there you have it. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Oh, what else is new? Okay. Arige. I hear you asking, I see you asking time and again, but you're not asking me a question. Oh, I'm glad. Yay, Rakesh, you are in love. That's awesome. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Arige is correct. Yay, I'm glad I'm not murdering your name. Okay. Check my own custody. Okay, I'm moving on from that. Okay, Rakesh, we got it. I'm glad you're in love, and I'm glad someone else loves you too, and now you're gone. Okay, there we go. What is it I need to focus on regarding dealing with some people in my life, sister and another person? There we go. I love that. That's a question. Here we go. Oh, narcissist. Fantastic. My favorite people. I love you, Mindy. But for whatever reason, you keep needing to live this over and over and over again. And at any time, you can choose to stop the madness. At any time. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, fair enough. I got you. Oh, okay. So, Ariz, you want me to ask about your healing and dealing with some narcissistic people? Okay. Y'all, I'm just going to tell you, people will only treat you like you allow them to treat you. It is really just that simple. I promise it is that simple. All right, Ariz, here we go. Ooh, this is such a great card for you, Ariz. Okay, listen up, sister. Okay, Two of Wands. What? It's the balancing, right? And taking the first step. All right, here we go. First of all, Flamingo is showing me that you are a colors person. You love luscious color. And really, that's who you are. You're just this really colorful, bright bird of a... I think birds probably resonate a lot with you, Ariz. Hold on, let me get to the bottom so that I can see. Okay, Ariz, where are you? Flamingo, right? Okay. There's something, again, about you that you just... you're colorful. People just see you as this breath of fresh air. Almost like when you have a bird that really comes swooping down in front of you and you're like, oh, and especially when they catch that air and they go up, you're that person. Oh, that's it. Ariz, this is so simple. Okay, this is totally simple. Oh, birds are your sign. Okay, cool. All right, that makes sense. Okay, listen, Ariz, here's all you have to know about these narcissistic people. Okay, that said, you are soaring and these other people are not soaring. Okay? They're jealous of you. They are jealous of you. So, there's nothing you can do about that. And don't stop soaring. I'm hearing Ariz, that you either want your own business or you have your own business, like you're an entrepreneur. And so no, because I kind of feel like you're being urged to take that first step. So if you haven't started your own business yet and you are thinking about it, I hope you start making steps toward it. That's just going to piss them off. That's just going to piss them off all the more, because you're going to be successful at anything you do. Like everything you touch turns to gold. You're smart and you're funny and you're kind and I don't know what you look like, but in my oh, you're a spiritual life coach. In my mind's eye, I see you as a very physically beautiful person, like what society feels like is beautiful in this world, right? Like you've just got the X factor, so to speak, like the X factor. Like yeah, okay. So I would really encourage you to work with, and I mean, you know as well as I do that pink is the color of unconditional love. You know, you can still love these people unconditionally, but it's got to be unconditionally, meaning you can love them, but not let them. Y'all, I think Flamingo just gave me a new phrase that we all can work with. Love them, don't let them. Love them, don't let them. I keep hearing that over and over. Love them, don't let them. See what I mean? Okay. That said, just don't let them get to you. Just don't. Okay. Love them, don't let them. Y'all, everybody say it with me. Love them, don't let them. Love them, don't let them. You know, this is kind of interesting, Ariz. You know, about every third person tells me that they're a spiritual or a life coach. And I'm like, okay. Because what does that really mean? And how are you really qualified? And I'm not talking to you, I'm just saying in general. But interesting. You've been told you look like a celebrity. That makes total sense to me. Um, but but I am being told by flamingos, you really are an extremely effective spiritual coach, and you're actually going to branch out to probably do a lot more intuitive work. Whether you call it psychic or healing or whatever, you're going to expand greatly. So please just take that next step and don't let those people hold you down. Love them, don't let them. Love them, don't let them. All right, cool. All right. Oh, wait. Stephine, wait. Hold on. I just saw this. You don't want to ask again. I feel like I'm asking too much and not called on to my question. I didn't even see it. Stephine, I'm sorry. Of course I'll answer your question, but I didn't see it, honey. This chat is moving so fast. Okay, Stephine, I'm gonna fire up Facebook. Facebook me your question. Okay, Facebook, Stephine, Facebook me your question right now. So, because I don't, there are too many messages rolling through here. I'll never find your message. Oh Lord. Okay, Stephine, honey, Facebook me your message. All right, I've got Facebook open. Y'all, pardon me when I make those weird faces, but it's super weird to have 20/20 vision in one eye. A contact, which is a... Never mind. I've got googly eyes today. It's giving me a headache. All right. Oh, tons of time left. Excellent. Okay. Gopika Carol. One card for my health and financial independence. Oh, I love that you are all into financial independence. I don't do health. I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying that? Because I'm Southern. I'm not sorry. I've chosen not to do health, and it's better for everybody. Believe me when I tell you. Okay. Uh, Gopika Carol. Man, I hope I'm not slaughtering your name. Okay, one card for your financial independence. Stephine, please Facebook me your question. I can't find it in the chat. I didn't see it. This is crazy. Okay, Gopika, you're new here. Don't know you, never saw you before, but let me tell you something. The star card has come out for you, which is crazy because the star card came out on the Monday reading. So go back on my channel to the Monday reading. I want you to listen to every single word in that reading because it has everything to do with what you're asking me. Then the star card is the card of December for all of the horoscopes, which are not out yet. I'm running behind. What else is new? But I am working on all of today, so y'all, it'll all be coming out today and tomorrow. It'll probably have to be a two-parter, but this is a very powerful card, Gopika, and I feel like you are very tired. You're just dragging. You feel very weighed down by a lot in your life. Just shake it all off and work with Polar Bear and the Star Tarot card. That's going to give you a lot of renewed energy and mostly renewed hope. I just feel like you're too tired to be hopeful. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Oh, that's it. We don't wish, we don't hope, we don't dream, we don't want, we don't... Y'all, somebody remember all the 5 things that I say we choose, but you're going to choose to get some rest. You're going to choose to shake off the nonsense. And this is looking really good for you for financial independence. All right, good luck to you, Gopika. Gopika. That's it. Gopika. Get your friends and family to say, Gopika, Gopika, Gopika. I'm going to say, that's the best. If I ever see you on my channel again, I'm going to be like, Gopika, Gopika, how's your financial life coming? Excellent. I love it. Okay. Thank you, Stephine. All right. What animals should you choose to work with during this period for courage, patience, etc.? Well, I don't know what the etc. is, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for the animal that's just going to help you with everything, girl, every dang thing. I love how you phrase that, by the way. What should you choose? That means you're choosing your power animal. She's got the power. It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting. She's got the power. All right. Okay, Stephine, just tell me in Facebook. Don't put it on the chat. Because I'll never see it. Val, where do you go to purchase your cards? You can go to my website. Oh yeah, thanks Teapot for sharing. Stephine, write the answer to this in the chat. Over the last month, you've really been considering truly learning how to read tarot and open up your own psychic development, because you are truly starting to think about maybe you could become a professional tarot reader, psychic person, that kind of thing. Yes or no? And then I'll tell you how I know that. So Stephine, true or not true, you've really been thinking about, well, what could I become? Okay, yes, there we go. All right. So all of that said, here is why I was just like, oh, I don't need to pull a card. I'm like, bam, bam, bam. I kept knocking my psychic head into a brick wall. The animal allies were like, pull a card, because she needs to see more tarot reading at work. It will help her become a tarot reader. So let me just tell you this. I'm about to fall out of my dang chair. My Bernadette eyes would never have thought you would really, really go down that path. But at the end of the day, you're going to get there. You're going to become at least a professional tarot reader. And it's not like tarot readers are here and psychics are, it's not like that. When I say at least, I mean one skill, to develop one skill set. I feel like you'll start with tarot professionally and then almost immediately go into intuitive tarot, and then immediately psychic work, and then maybe even mediumship work, although I think that kind of scares you a little bit. So I'm going to pull the card, and I'm even going to I'm going to be look away, Dixieland. You can't make this up. Let me just say, there's a bunch of, this is like, okay, what is this, second time Roadrunners come up? Okay, and this time it's with a card. You saw me close my eyes, put my head in the back, just so you can see that's how it works. Okay, listen up, Stephine. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a page. It's the Knight of Swords. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, listen. Runner. If he catches you, you're through. Here's the story. God, you cannot make this up, y'all. This is so cool. Stephine, what did you ask for? What animal should you work with for courage? What does it read on the Knight of Swords card? Courage in action. Hello? Anybody see what's going on here? Is it just me having a psychotic moment? Like, am I having a psychotic moment? Y'all, this is why I preach. Mama don't preach, but I do. Mama preaches. Yes, I do. Man, I don't want to break out in Michael Bublé's If You Just Believe. But it's about trust. If you just trust the animal allies, if you just trust them, if you just trust the universe, and you just trust yourself, which is the universe, it happens like this. Like this, she asked about courage. It's a knight. Hello? It reads courage on the card, but it's courage in action. And that's really where that's going to trip you up. Because here's the thing. It's one thing to say, listen, get with the program, run, don't walk towards something, whatever. But I know I and the rest of the wild pack, we've gotten to know you a little bit, Stephine. So we know that you're struggling with some things inside your family, because ultimately you're going to go places and spaces that no one else in your family has. And that can feel all kinds of ways that are a little crunchy, right? Okay. And I get that, but this is your ticket to freedom, and this is your ticket to ride. Because remember, when Roadrunner runs, their little feet leave X marks in the sand, and X marks the spot. So knights in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot Smith deck, which is what, you know, all of my art cards are based on. Oh my God, it's the same message that just came through again. Okay, Stephine, I think some of this is for you. Maybe what let me finish up your, hold on. Oh, don't cry. Okay, I told you, y'all. This is why it's called evidential sight. It's called evidential psychic mediumship. And Stephine says, yes, I am terrified of mediumship because she saw and heard spirits when she was younger. I get that. Believe me, I get that. I was terrified of the dark till I was like 28 years old, maybe even 32. That was my first ex-husband, Carmelo, that helped me get past that. But okay, Stephine, y'all listen. If I don't know that this is for you now, Stephine. I think this is about books for you to read, but what I'm about to get is somebody out there trying to get an agent, a literary agent right now. Please put in the, I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the chat. Anyway, listen up, Stephine. Okay, you have the arc. You got it, and you can go to whatismyspiritanimal.com and you can read everything about Roadrunner, because that's the really lengthy, you can only put so many words in a book, but that's the really lengthy version. Hey, Teapot, if you can find it just here real quick, would you mind going to whatismyspiritanimal.com, my site, and grab the Roadrunner article and plop it in the chat for Stephine and anybody else that's resonating with this message? Because any of you all that need to move fast, Roadrunner's the one to work with. And if you're looking for courage, also, I mean, it's a knight, and all the knights are about that. But here's the thing, Stephine. I feel like this for you is more like books for you to read. But I'm going to scroll to the end of the chat. Can somebody let me know, somebody out there let me know if they are working on getting a literary agent or are dreaming of having a literary agent? No? Going once? All right, I'll let it go. I'll just keep letting it go. I'm just going to keep asking. I'm just going to keep asking. I really think somebody out there is working on... Okay, Val, that's different. This is very specific. This is very, very specific to, are you working on right now? Or, hey, Lisa, are you working on right now or wanting to get a literary agent? It's not about writing a book. It's about getting a literary agent. This is very, very specific. Oh, okay, Stephine, you wrote it in here. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep moving on, but I'm going to ask you, I've got a very specific message for you if you are thinking about or are in the thinking about getting one, wanting to get one, or are in the process of scoring a literary agent. I have a message for you. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to Cherry B. What spirit animal is going to help bring out my new creativity? Cherry B, if you're still here, Cherry B, if you're still here, you're welcome. Okay, Cherry, listen up. Do you have a thing for lizards, iguanas, gecko? No, I don't feel geckos so much, but like iguanas? Do you have a thing for iguanas? Even Komodo dragons? Okay. And this is why they call it evidential psychic medium. Cherry, this is the coolest message maybe ever. It's just so cool. Okay. Y'all, this is how it works if you will just trust the animal guides. I don't know, Cherry B from Adam. All I did was say, hey, y'all, because that's how I talk to the animals. Can somebody who's going to help her with this, who is it? And I saw an iguana show up, shadowed in the back by a Komodo dragon. And iguana was like, well, she loves me. And I've always, and I'm like, hey, Cherry, do you have a thing for iguanas? And okay, all right. So she's got a thing for lizards, iguanas, that kind of thing. Okay, I want to know more about iguanas. Donna's in the house. Okay, so here's the Cherry, do you come from a Catholic family or a very Christian family? I feel like I want to do the sign of the benediction over you. And we're going to get to that. It's actually part of the message, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, listen up. Cherry, all you have to do is work with your iguana, your lizard, okay, you do. All right, you come from that kind of family. Okay, Catholic or super Christian. So this is the craziest thing ever. This this is the crazy. I love this. See, y'all, please everybody do my job. Go out and be a reader and love what you do, because it's just the coolest gig ever. First of all, it's not a new creative thing for you. You've had that creativity in you from ancient times. And iguana knows this, or lizard, or Komodo dragon. I just keep wanting to say iguana. I'm just going to stick with iguana. Iguana knows this because they, like snakes and tortoises, and octopus, they are the ancient times ones, right? They have brought forth the most primordial, ancient of wisdom through the times, and that's why you love iguanas. You resonate with that ancient wisdom. And so all you have to do is remember your ancestry. Remember who you were in the time before time, and just meet yourself throughout time, because you've always had this. And there is something very healthy for you about this sign of a benediction. There is something very good for you about this. Now, oh, you have a Catholic, okay, that's Val. Okay, not Cherry. Okay. I don't know, Cherry. I don't know. I'm not being shown what it is, but there's something about the sign of the benediction. Oh, duh. Cherry. Whatever your new creativity is, does that have anything to do with whatever this creativity is? Like crosses? Like, I have a friend that she makes an entire living off of making crosses, but they're like got a real Mexican kind of influence, where they've got the roses and the hearts and all that. You got to see her work. I haven't talked to her in a long time, but it's the abs. Hey, Janelle, it is absolutely some of the most beautiful artwork I've ever seen, and she specializes, and she does all kinds of mixed media, and they're gorgeous. And she makes like a I can't even imagine the money that she makes, but people love them. So I don't know if maybe a cross, Cherry, is going to be a part of this, or even the benediction, or some other really spiritual or whatever sayings or whatever, that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing. So for you new people that I see popping on the channel, you're asking me about when you're going to get this job, times, years, dates. I don't do that. You're from a culture that works with astrologers, and they're going to be a really good astrologer is going to be the one to tell you that best. I've never met anybody other than a good astrologer who can lock down times and dates as accurately. So please stop asking. It won't matter if you ask me 45 times. That'll get you blocked from my channel. I see your question, so stop asking, and I can't help you. You need to see an astrologer. I hope that's helpful. Okay. I just got a new machine that I can create with like that. Oh, there you go. Okay. You might want to start out with crosses and just do some stuff like that. See if that's helpful. Okay. All right. I hope that's helpful, Cherry. All right. Janelle, classes are forthcoming. Literally, that and videos is all I'm doing during December. I promise y'all the classes are coming. I promise. Okay, I've lost track of the people that are telling me about getting a literary agent. May I ask you one more time, please? May I ask you one more time, please? Who is focused on dreams of, wants, or is actively searching for a literary agent? Cherry, you're gonna... Okay, listen up, y'all. Let me tell you something. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I really appreciate that you're new here. But buy a girl dinner first before you just bully onto her channel and demand a reading. I don't work that way. And I could ignore you. I could. And I think I'm going to start doing that. But manners matter. And maybe it'll help you if I teach you some manners. Or you allow yourself to be taught some manners. So, bye-bye. Okay. Cherry, if you're talking to me, you're going to make me a mama bear shirt. Make it heifer size. And once I get off all this medication, I can go back down to the size I normally am. And I appreciate that very much. And I will absolutely accept that with all of the gratitude possible, because what you don't know is I've been shopping for Mama Bear shirts. And I finally decided I'm gonna make my dang own. Because my friend Glenda, who does all of my artwork for my the website and for the new book and everything. Oh, y'all, I want to show you something. Oh, we've got 5 minutes, but all right. Everything's for you, Lily. I love you, but you think every message is for you. And it might be. But hold on. All right, look, let me just say, this is for whoever, and it might be for you, Lily, because I know you have at least one really good book in you. Serious business. I'm joking you about every message is for you, but I know for a fact you've got at least one good book in you. Look, I can't figure out which of y'all this is for. So if you are, thank you, Cherry B. If you are wanting a literary agent, in the process of working on getting a literary agent, and eventually I'll be able to tell you guys why this is the weirdest message to come through, super duper weird, or you dream of getting a literary agent, I'm being told to tell you to shiitake mushrooms or get off the pot. Now, in my world, in the South, what that means is, you ever know anybody that goes into the restroom and they're there for an hour and a half? And you're like, are you doing your business or are you in there reading? What are you doing? So here we're like, SHI whatever, or get off the pot, but I say shiitake mushrooms or get off the pot. So get the shiitake mushrooms off the pot, right? And what that means is, Lily Podinsky, or Podinsky, I don't know how you say your last name, but Lily Pad, if you don't stop saying things like, I need to do this, I'm going to come to Canada, I'm going to cronk you on the head with a magic wand. Quit saying that. You're choosing, and you choose whenever you want to. Dang it. Well, Lily, you may have had a different question before. Amy, I'm not blocking you. You're one of the wild pack. I'm talking about these drive-by reading snipers that just jump on a channel and demand all the attention. I could ignore them, but I know it's irritating for you guys too. Believe me, I know this because people tell me it is. And I'm Mama Bear. I ain't trying to let anything irritate y'all, especially drive-by snipers. And Angel Heart, all the messages are for you. I was thinking about you over the weekend, Angel Heart, hoping you're doing okay after your dad's passing and everything. Anyway, Lily, you might have had a different question earlier, but this is the thing that, why are you apologizing? There's no reason to apologize for that. It's the question that was supposed to be answered for you, but here's the thing. Once I start writing more, will become clear. Exactly. I choose. Good girl. Stephine. Ooh, Lily got in trouble by mama. She didn't. Y'all know I love every one of you. I mean, every one of you. Dawn, nothing happened to it. Well, it did happen to it, but what that means is you did say you were single. If that's true, I find it hard to understand why you're single. Is there something we need to know about you that makes you not a catch? You seem like a catch. Is there something else we need to know about you? Dawn? Okay. All right, romance. The casualty. It is the true casualty of the modern world. Hey, Bonamiro Ifa Bunga Bunga Wonga Wonga. You're a scammer. You're a jerk. You're not a real reader. Piss off. And I hope you have a crappy, crappy Christmas. Because you're trying to scam my people. Piss off. Okay. Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Thanks to a Netflix show. Hey, y'all. There's a new Netflix show going on right now. It just started. It's about this. It's how to do chocolate sculptures. This thing is the bomb diggity. Hey, listen up. For those of you that are into the book, I want to show you this right now. Oops. Somebody asked me something about the book the other day. I was like, ooh, I'll show y'all on the live. Hold please. Hold please. Let me pull it up. You're going to be like, what? Because I was like, I can't stop looking at it. I'm not bragging on myself. I was going with this is I was bragging on Glenda, the lady that designs for me. I think you guys are going to be really pleased. All right, hold on. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see this. If the shipping baloney ever works out. All right, looky here. Okay. So, oops, let me move that. Let me move that. All right. If you guys can see this, right? So, how to work with this book, the difference between spirit, totem, power, animals, and then each chapter, it has its own title art. You know, like people just put a title of a chapter. We didn't do that. We made art. So, like, this is ritual, ceremony, and sigils, and it teaches you guys about that. Then it's got this whole section on zodiac signs. Tell me you can see this. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you can see it. This whole section on zodiac signs, and then each spirit animal by birthday has their own thing. You know what? I am so grateful to the animal allies, the cardinal directions. They were just like, people need art. Oh, this isn't the finished copy. Well, because there's all the red line stuff. But anyway, you get the idea. And we've got the seasons, really in-depth stuff about the seasons, the 5 elements, how to work with them. But I'm particularly enamored. I've never done this before. You know, we teach about colors and numerology of animals and all of that. But I'm there's a whole thing in there about how to interpret feathers and footprints that you find. There's a big thing in there about dead animal symbolism, because people ask me all the time, what does it mean if I see a dead this or a dead that? None of us likes to see that. And then I think this might be my favorite chapter. I'm doing this whole thing about how to heal with the spirit animal guides, and to the best of my knowledge, that's never come. I mean, it might have come through for other people, but they didn't write a book about it. But I am. So anyway, I hope that is helpful for those of you that are waiting on all of that. So here is what I'm going to do. I am going to draw one last card. This is for everybody, and then I'm going to wish you well because I got to go. And I hope this was helpful to everyone. Aw. Okay. Wait, hold on. What did Don say? Instant insecurity. There's nothing wrong with you. Come on, don't be a Gemini. There's not a problem. I just happen to know a few ladies that are on my channel that are usually part of our chats that are very intrigued by you, Mr. Don, especially the minute you said you were single. That was like chum in the waters. So we all want to know, because you seem perfect to us, well, to them. Nobody's perfect in my eyes. Most particularly me. I'm the least perfect person I know or ever hope to know, because I'm so imperfect. It's scary. But we want to know why you're still single. So there we have it. You'll let us know. Okay, so here we go. Circuit Air 2 machine. I don't know what that is. What machine? All right, hold on. Here is the card for everyone. Oh my gosh! Y'all. Cardinal, you know what? I bet if I took a poll for everybody that's still on the chat now, everybody that's still in the reading now, I will bet every single one of you is, or at least 95% of you, have your ancestors, your people who've crossed over, and your fur babies who've crossed over, so much on your mind and heart right now. And this is a note to everybody that no matter who you're thinking of, this is their sign that they've visited you today. Now, that sounds general, but it's not. And what that means is, I bet if I went through the list, of everybody that's here, you've got somebody on your mind and heart in a big way. Not, oh, I carry them with me always, or of course I always think of them, or of course, it's not like that. They are on your mind and heart, like that kind of thing. This is your sign, they're with you. And somebody just had, I don't know who this is, I gotta go, y'all, but somebody this is just had a fur baby pass, or 2 fur babies, or I see it as bump, bump, bump. You might have had like 2 or 3 fur babies in a row, like so close together pass, or a person, and for some combination of bump, 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 you suffered a lot of loss just recently. This is especially for you. They're all with you, no joke. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. 2 in a row. There you go, Em. There you have it. Okay, so there you have it. I love you all very much. You know what I'm gonna say? Do good for animals, including yourself. Also the live will be next Thursday, not Tuesday. My other surgery is next Tuesday, and I need a day to recover after it. So the next live will be next Thursday, and I love you all very much. Do good for animals, including yourself. Again, stay wild. Take care.